Yo, what the fuck is up? It's your host with the most, the grossest uncle, Tio Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, aka the Funkle, the Drunkle. You already know who it is. Tu sabes, man. I don't gotta stop. I ain't gotta start saying anything, man. You know
Episode
what I mean?
49, Blunt Kings podcast.
49.
Hey, Omega.
Man,
we're just
man.
running through these weeks like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
we gonna get you.
One thing I'm glad about is like I don't have somebody that's saying, no, you can't shoot here. It's like, nah, this is my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got this shit on lock. A Omega, Tio Val, episode 49, Blunt Kings podcast, the hip hop truth that nobody wants to hear.
What is it, man?
Kodak's freedom, Nipsey's legacy, and Black Thought's throne is what we're going to be talking about tonight. So before we get into that, though, we have a couple of opening subjects. Our week has been chill. We'll just say that. Our week has been super chill. A bunch of serene things have been overwhelming us. I think I'll speak for the both of us on this.
Yeah, man.
And everything's going to be A-okay, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So before we get into that, let's see.
Hey, yo.
June 27th is widely recognized as DJ Screw Day in Houston, not June 28th. Today is June 28th. So DJ Screw Day was yesterday.
Dang.
So rest in peace to DJ Screw. Shout out DJ Screwed, Screwed Up Click. You know what I'm saying?
Feel you, mate.
Originator of Chopped and Screwed. You know what I'm saying? DJ Screw Day, 30 days later. How one 35-minute freestyle changed hip hop forever. Do you remember the 37-minute freestyle?
Fuck.
Or it was like the June 27th freestyle. It became legendary.
That shit. I mean, I was just like, man, I hope I have enough gas to listen to this motherfucker riding around. You know what I mean? And like, it took me a while there, and I had some homies that was down and actually like fucking bumped on it back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on the real though, not a lot of cats were just like they didn't feel that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially here in the Southwest. You know what I mean? It was something a little different. We were more Hispanic oriented, and you know what I mean. We gravitated more to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying.
And then
until SPM came along, and then it was like, oh yeah, that's us.
Yeah, and then then you know like Lil Flip and Paul Wall and Chameleonaire and that whole era of Houston rap, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of what influenced New Mexico. I seen at one point, right? Like everyone was wearing like
everybody got it after
like the tall tee or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The grills and all that shit and.
Yes, sir.
They're all looking like Mike Jones back in the day. I do remember that. But no, definitely DJ.
I had my do-rag. You know that.
DJ Screw is definitely the influence on artists like Drake, A$AP Rocky, and countless Southern artists. The recent rollout of DJ Screw's original catalog to streaming services, introducing a new generation to his music. So that's dope. So they released his whole catalog on all the streaming platforms. So if you guys don't know who DJ Screw is, or you want to tap back into that chopped and screwed feel that you had from back in the day, you know, it's everywhere now. So check it out.
I kind of feel like this is going to be a new revamp there once these YNs and these YEs and these producers and these younger ones, well, they're gonna catch it like how they did with like how the Suicide Boys caught the Mafia vibe.
Oh yeah, and they're
you know
gonna
what I mean? They're gonna be like,
and,
oh my gosh,
I know what you mean. Yeah,
they're gonna be like, yo, we could do it like so much better. What if we added this and just like slow this down and put this in? You know what I'm saying?
And we see artists like that. Like that one artist, I think his name is like Chris, right? Like OT Chris or some shit like that. He's from Texas. He's done a couple songs with Mexican OT and stuff like that, but he's like that young cat. He knows how to like vocalize his verses and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's that new one that just came up, right? He
ain't got like Chris, I think.
Yeah, he ain't got that facial hair or anything. He just got the placazos all over his face and stuff.
He looks like a YE for sure.
But like these ones, you know what I mean? Like I know that they're gonna come back and they're gonna catch that and they're gonna bring that back. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these ones are already doing that. You know what I mean? But the new what I'm saying is like these new young producers there that are coming up are gonna like take all of that back into consideration, like listening to like Jimi Hendrix or figuring
out the sauce.
Yeah, like Al Hurricane Jr. If I'm gonna be like Mexican OT and figuring out some gritos or some. You know what I'm saying? Like the way we, the way we do our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some corridos or whatever.
We're listening
or Northern New Mexico violins and stuff like that. Yeah.
Bailando, way. Come on. man.
Another opening topic, Tom Hardy, right? We all know him as Bane, or we know him from that movie Lawless, right? With the Moonshine Brothers and shit like that. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah, that's the one where
Venom,
they like slice his neck. And the Shia LaBeouf was on that shit too, right?
So Tom Hardy is to release a new boom bap rap album. Did you hear about that?
Yo, I actually did, cuz, you know what I mean? And it's funny because back in the 90s, the motherfucker, before he even started doing actual film, he actually had rap fucking bars before he even started there.
So he's just going back to
So he's like, you know what? I'm confident enough because I know what I can produce there. I feel like I could bring something out refreshing now from my old school skills there. So, and I was like, that's a ballsy move there. Not just because, oh yeah, I'm a fucking rap star there. You know what I mean? I mean, a movie star.
He's just doing it for the love of hip hop.
Yeah, not just because I'm Venom or whatever the fuck. No.
I think he's really tapping back into the roots and like, I just want to make a boom bap album. I get where you're coming from, Tom Hardy. I want to make a boom bap album too.
Shit, I mean, he came from the times that fucking Brits is like the fucking New Yorkers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blokes.
So the big question is can a Hollywood A-lister earn respect in underground hip hop when he's working with legends like Czarface, Method Man, and Busta Rhymes?
Why not there? I mean, let's look at all the fucking old school people working with the new stuff. I mean, let's look at that Shaquille O'Neal working with Coyote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit works like peanut butter and jelly, my dog.
Yeah.
Straight up. So, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But that shit worked straight up like that. And the sounds that and the rhythms and the lyrics they coming through together, that shit's fucking beautiful, folks.
So it says Tom Hardy is releasing a full-length boom bap album with Czarface titled Czarface Meets Frankie Pulitzer. So I guess that's what his rap ego is going to be called, Frankie Pulitzer. And it's scheduled for August 28th, 2026. So it's going to have features from
like
Inspector Deck, Esoteric, 7L, and guest appearances from Busta Rhymes, Method Man, and L.O. Who's L.O. again?
Low.
L.O.?
No, I'm just kidding.
That guy. No, but anyway.
Lonely organized. You know what I'm saying? Lonely organization. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, but that's cool. I have nothing against a hip-hop.
Have you heard any of his old school shit from back in the day?
Hollywood, unless he's trying to bring that Hollywood aspect. What did you say?
Have you heard any of his old school shit from back in the day?
I heard the one song that they play with like when they do the reel of it, like when they're announcing that this is happening. I heard the one verse and it sounds good. There's nothing wrong with it. He even knows when to start because he's like, oh shit, I was supposed to start there, and then he starts rapping and it sounds sick. Like where he does decide to start on that song,
right?
It's uncanny and it's risky, and he pulled it off. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to start on the second bar of the 16-bar verse, or even like the first half of the first bar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's just it's cool what he's doing. Shout out to Tom Hardy, bro. Like I think he's cool. You were born in the barness. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this.
Nah, I was saving that one for sure. I was born in the barness. I know how to spit the craziest bars.
What you mean?
I'm the lyricist from the darkness.
That's fucking hilarious. Imagine if he would have used some of that shit.
That
would have been dirty.
And that's what I think that's what actors need to do. Like if check this out. Clip this. If you're an actor, if you're a sports person, anything like that, and you know how to make sound effects inside your raps, do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Sound effects, mocking people, impersonations, doing old characters that you did in Hollywood or whatever. Like if Shaq was to do like Kazam or Shazam or whatever the fuck, whoever he was. I forgot the whole, what was it?
Kazam
the memory. What was it called though? It was like Mandela effect. Yeah. I forgot which one he was in. Was it Kazam or Shazam? I think it was Kazam. But anyway, yeah, like I think it would be cool for Shaq to just be like, "And I'll make you disappear," and then he says like a line from Kazam, and then da like Kazam or whatever.
I'll make you disappear and reappear.
Yeah. I think that
like Shazam.
I think that should be dope, dog. Honestly, like you got to remind. Don't do the shit that Will Smith does, but do everything else.
No.
No. What he says? He's like, I bite off more than I can chew, and I chew it. Like those are horrible bars. But anyway.
I think before you write it, let somebody else read it before you decide to record it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Exactly. Nah, but
shit.
Hey, Omega, time for hip-hop questions. You ready?
Yo, let's do it.
Hip-hop questions. It's time to know your Blunt Kings host. You know what I'm saying? We've been traveling down this road of hip hop for the past, I want to say, 30 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even longer, 35 plus years. Yeah, I would say 35 plus years. And, you know, there's a lot of things that along the way that we've experienced, and we haven't been with each other as homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to know certain things about this guy when he came up in hip hop. He probably wants to know some things about me, and I think it'd be interesting for the audience to know our takes or our past history of hip hop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna get a little bit more intimate there. We're gonna give you a little bit more of ourselves right now.
Hey Omega,
what up, Nas?
What was the first hip hop moment that made you realize this culture was bigger than just music? Was it the fashion trend, the graffiti, the breakdancing, a magazine, a movie, or something you witnessed in your neighborhood that made you realize like this is more than just music? This is like a culture. This is worldwide.
Oh yeah, I got you. Going to the roller rink.
Okay.
And going to concerts.
Okay.
Those are the first two that said, you know what? This shit is going from city to city, coast to coast. You know what I mean? Worldwide, it's undeniable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is it. Bone Thugs and Harmony, New Edition, New Flavor, Nasty Boy Click, Bobby Brown, Rick James, you know, shit, all of that. You know what I mean? They were all tied in because the early ones were still tied in with the hip hop there. But once the hip hop shit came, we was done. We was like, yo, we headed to the top. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna stop us this time.
Oh yeah.
And it was true, man. You know what I mean? And like, there's no concert like you know, back in the day, I will genuinely say there's nothing like that old school concert there. You know what I mean? Where everybody's nice and chill, nice and, you know, they have proper etiquette. They know how to fucking chill in the stands next to the person next to them. They know how to smoke and be compliant and chill and keep it on the real and have their drink and not like look like an ass.
The first time I went to a concert, it was one of the bombs. It was LL Cool J, and then like for some reason Bone Thugs was opening up, and it was before like Creeping on a Come Up came out. It was like
it was a bomb number one then.
Yeah, it was the very first one, and it was at the Pit, right?
Yep.
That was the first time I ever smelt weed in the air.
Yep.
That was the first time I seen, you know, everyone acting cordial and having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people were laughing in the stands, but they weren't like putting their feet on the back of your shoulders and acting like a rude
or
person.
pissing on your shoes. You know what I mean? Because they're too lazy to go to the restroom or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I want to say The Source magazine and Murder Dog. You know, dude, the magazines that I grew up reading introduced me to the culture, like, and let me explain why. Like the Source, right? It had the 5 mic section, right, where it judged the album, where it gave it 5 mics or 2 mics, and that's how you knew it was good lyrically or good musically.
They got the review.
Yeah, so just how they broke down certain things in the culture is what made me realize that it's more than just music. It has people are looking at the bars, people are looking at your artwork, people are they're, you know, they put the best 16 from somebody in there, right? Remember, like what was it called? The rhyme something.
Rhymes and Reasons?
Rhyme and Reason, yeah, or some shit like that. And it was like a 16 from a rapper, and then it would show their name at the bottom, and it'd have a picture of them, and you're just like, damn, that's a sick ass verse. You know what I mean?
Oh, it'd be a rando.
Yeah,
it was a rando there. Somebody that put in their verse that they send it to the actual spot and be like, yo,
or it's from like an old
Yeah.
song. You know what I mean? Like they put like a Tupac verse in there, or like an Eminem verse, or whatever the case, Biggie verse, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But just certain things like that, like the magazines and the concerts. I have to agree with you on the concert side. The magazines and the concerts is what opened me up to the culture. And then, you know, you got to see how they dress. So then you go to the store and you try to find something that almost looks identical to what you just seen in the magazine on Wu-Tang or Nas or Biggie or whatever the case may be.
Avrix there. Look out for Pele, Mark Buchanan. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Who else there? Liz Claiborne. I mean, Tommy Hilfiger. You know what I mean? Sean John, Mecca. 555 Soul. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And
all right. Question number 2. What's a piece of hip hop history that you lived through, but you think younger fans completely misunderstand today? What's the story behind it that most people never hear? Like a piece of hip hop history that none of these YNs know about, none of these YEs know about, that they misunderstood the whole thing.
Oh, It would probably have to be some kind of conflict.
I want to say, I want to say the Biggie and Pac beef. I think a lot of them misunderstand that, and they think that it was just them upset at each other, and then they caused the East Coast West Coast beef, which is totally untrue. It was a lot of instigation going on, a lot of behind the scenes people saying, "Hey Biggie, did you hear what Tupac said about you? Hey Pac, did you know that Biggie shot you?" Or even them thinking that in their own head, you know, Pac thinking that Biggie shot him because of this, and then Biggie thinking or knowing that Pac fucked his wife, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that, again, too, that was the biggest fucking controversial beef there that took over the country from any two rap icons ever.
Yeah.
There was nothing before that.
No.
That's
or
why
after,
it makes
like,
it
even the Kendrick
even now
Drake beef is nothing comparison to when
that tore apart communities and actually said, fuck, you know what I mean, we can't go to New York, we can't go to LA.
It literally had East Side people and West Side people, not just East Coast, West Coast, but it had like East Siders and West Siders in every city
saying
fighting each other. Yeah.
And even if you listen to Biggie and you were banging Pac, you would start fighting with each other in that hood.
Oh yeah.
Straight up.
It was the same thing with like the ICP Eminem fans or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
But
that
it
was
didn't
the
get
start.
that deep though. Like none of them got as deep as the Tupac Biggie
Yeah.
ones, because the gangs got involved, the Sudanos, the East Siders, the West Siders, like everybody was involved. Like, and they were just like, oh, you like Tupac, I like Biggie, and they're fighting off that.
It could be the white kids, the skaters there. You know what I mean? Just because you're banging fucking Eminem there. It could be a white on white. It could be a brown on brown. It could be a brother on brother situation. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it fucking was back in the day. And that's some crazy ass shit, folks. And that's the way it was for real. I got some, I got receipts on shit like that.
Yeah, no, for real. Albuquerque definitely had one of the biggest gang scenes in the 90s and early 2000s, for real. Before like everyone got addicted to drugs and like, even left the game or whatever the case may be, right? Like, there was so many gangs out here in Albuquerque, and there's still a couple, but there are a bunch of like young gangers. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really.
They're the third gens.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Gen 3s.
It's not the same thing. The gangsters back then, I believe in the 90s and early 2000s in this city, they stood on business, dog. Like for real, like, and they would fight. They did not. There was way less shootings than there is now. I just gotta throw that out there.
They'd pull up, scrap you out. You know what I mean? Throw the hands. You know what I mean? Leave you in your yard by your chain link fence, all battered up, or you left them sleeping on the concrete until they could wake up enough to get their ass in their car and then drive the fuck off. That's the fuck what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Hip hop question number 3. If you could take today's hip hop fans back to 1 year between 1980 and 2005 for 1 week, what year would you choose and why, Omega?
1 week?
Yeah, just 1 week in hip hop. We talked about it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like when something, it'd have to be like where we had multiple tracks coming on.
Honestly, like if you were to take any fan from today back to when we were actual fans, we're still fans, but when we were actually coming up as fans, like
so the cats right now, like you know what I mean? Like my nephew there, he's getting ready to turn 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which week would you take him to?
Oh, I'd take him back to when I was his age, and I'll be like, yo, let me tell you what we was doing over here at this time, dog. Because if you don't think we was doing what we doing right now,
you're tripping.
Definitely tripping, because we even did it a little crazier back then.
I think we set the standard for a lot of this shit. Like it was like I feel like a lot of these kids are like, how much more can we party than them? You know what I mean?
Yo,
it's like, no, we partied pretty hardcore. You know what I mean? And then we chilled out.
Y'all don't even drink.
Yeah.
70% of these new age folks, they're, you know what I mean, between 21 and like 37. A lot of them don't drink. You know what I mean? Like some of them do, some of them don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like even I see some of my, my younger nephews and nieces there. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, you guys are like 17 or 18. Like, I was already tearing that shit up. Yeah. I was stealing beers, wine coolers there. I was watering down the bottles in the house. Like I was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Like I was being the host, doing the most. You know what I mean?
After doing all that, then you would show them your CD book, right? And be like, this is what we're listening to.
Yeah,
today.
And I would be like, yo, man, we're going back to 2003. 2004, you know what I mean? Like we're going to that
Kings
time
of Crunk era.
Yep, exactly.
Like,
yeah, we're going to go crunk
when he first came out.
So that way you know where it is, because if you don't know where,
oh yeah,
you don't know anything before that. That's like trying to show you James Brown and keep you interested in that. The only way you can do that is if you play instruments.
In 2026, if you're trying to turn up, it all came from the crunk. It all came from
20 years ago, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Little John, bro. All right. Hip hop question number 4. Who? Hold on. Who was the local legend in your city that never became a household name but had everyone believing they were next? Fuck. I didn't know this was in there, dude.
Here?
A local legend. Yeah. Who is our local legend that that never became a household name but had everyone believing that they were next?
Fuck. I mean, between rap and R&B in the burque scene.
You pick an R&B one and I'll pick a rap one.
Okay, well, I'm going to do the R&B one there, Mateo.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Mateo
he was good.
He had all the girls and he had all the following and he had all that shit there. You know what I mean? He was very prominent there. It looked like he was actually going to get on Emotion and fucking ride the lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember because I'd fucking go and I was trying to be like a little singer at the time, and I remember watching it myself.
I'm scanning through my head.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit, Mateo there. Okay, there. You know what I mean? Light skin.
No, I know who Mateo is. I'm trying to think of my answer because there's like so many, but I'm trying to think of the one. The one rapper.
DW.
No, but he was like more R&B too. So I would say like Mateo and David Wade would be like in the R&B category for those local legends that had us like all thinking that they were going to be up next, and then nothing ever really happened, which
I remember
it wasn't their fault maybe, or maybe they wanted someone to sell their soul and they're like, nah, I'm Mateo or I'm David Wade, I'm not going to sell my soul, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Falls through on the other side.
There's a lot of things that go on in the industry that maybe some of these local legends are like, nah, my grandma would kill me if she found out I was worshiping the devil or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the case may be. I want to say King JC. King JC was the first rapper that I've ever seen promoting in Albuquerque. He looked like a ginger Jesus, right? Gin Jesus.
Okay.
He had like red hair, but he had the beard. He had the long hair. Even his CD cover had a picture of him, like if he was on a cross, like it was like a prison Ponyo kind of drawing.
Oh shit!
He came up around the same time as like Casual One, and I just remember him selling his records at Record Roundup and Sam Goody in the mall.
Damn, Sam Goody.
And at that time, dog, it was literally like 97, 98, bro. And I'm not even lying.
How do you get up on Sam Goody? That's like
what I'm saying.
national.
That's what made me think that he was the one. I was like, oh damn, this guy's gonna make it. And then after like 2 years, I never heard of this guy ever again, dog. And I was like, what the fuck happened to King JC? I was like, that album was pretty dope. My homie Cody bought the album. We used to bump it all the time. Like,
yeah,
it was just a weird time in Albuquerque rap because it was like he was the only one.
Do you remember that other cat named Shark?
Like,
yeah, like
Sharky or Shark.
Shark, like King Shark or something like that.
Sounds familiar.
Remember, he did like an old school, like he did like an Albuquerque, like a chill evening song, like cruising the lowrider song, man.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and this Vato had like the white hat with the white shirt. And
that doesn't break it down
there. You know what I mean? Like I remember it was like when we used to do shit at Alta Vista Records. And shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's when you saw him there.
Young, like we was still like this was like 99. You know what I'm saying? In those times it was crazy there. Blockbuster music was still around. Record Roundup was still around.
Dude, Record Roundup was the illest, dude. We used to always go get the freshest mixtapes, or we would find something that we needed to find from back in the day. Like they had it. It had it all. It had everything.
Fucking still miss that place, man.
All right, last question, Omega.
Yeah.
Looking back, right? What was one hip hop rule or code that everybody respected when we were growing up that seems to have disappeared today? Was it about battling, sampling, loyalty, fashion, mixtapes, or anything else that you could think of?
Oh, there's a multitude of things.
Bring one up.
Fucking where do I start?
I want to say loyalty, right?
That's
the biggest. I think that's the biggest thing that changed in hip hop. And I'm not saying hip hop was like super loyal when it first started, but I think the chain of events, right, where people seeing Biggie and Pac's fallout, or people seeing all these other situations or beefs or shootings or killings or whatever unfold, right? I think that people just lost all respect for one another and
that was mine.
all loyalty for one another.
The loyalty was one. I was going to say the respect is fucking mine there, because I don't, just because I'm not working with you or we're not making money and doing the same fucking lane doesn't mean that I need to degrade you just because you're not fucking getting fed off of my spoon, or I'm not eating off of your spoon in turn.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And that's the only thing to keep the motherfucking integrity as a man. You don't need to degrade anybody if fucking, they're making other moves that don't even have to fucking deal with you.
You know what they say?
Get out your feelings on that shit.
They say real men collaborate, weak men are in competition, right? So you can never be in competition with people you want to see elevate in your life, or you want to see them elevate in their own life, and just watch them. You know what I mean? Just watch them do good. Like, I've always found it that New Mexico's motto, right, is I'm proud of how good you're doing as long as you're not doing better than me. Does that make sense? Like, I've just always heard that a lot. Like, it's like a crab in the bucket mentality, maybe, or
my small towns there. Shit, I mean, yeah, everybody's quick to. I will say there, the cousins will come out of the woodworks once you hear you win the millions, right?
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Or they'll be mad that you didn't buy them anything after they stole everything from you.
Wait a minute, there, what?
Yeah, it's like, dude, calm down, bro.
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing changed with the game, baby.
We can talk to lunch there. Do you think you can help me? Well, we'll go to lunch and we'll figure it out.
So loyalty and respect. Another one I wanted to bring up, though, real quick, is sampling. I remember that back in the day, we were able to sample things just to be able to turn one record into another record, right? Nowadays, there's legal things that you have to go through. You have to get it cleared by the artist. If you don't get it cleared by the artist,
all those royalties there,
they could take the royalties for it, yeah.
Royalties and oilties and all sorts of toyalties, you know what I mean? Because they're taking a toll on everything, totality.
Hey, speaking of teas, this episode is brought to you by Bisco Cheetos brand, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys check out for the adventures of Cheeto, 21 and over, coming soon, as well as apparel dropping all year and next year as well. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief, the premier cannabis dispensary in New Mexico. Make sure you guys hit Pod 5 off to get $5 off any purchase, any location. Tell them Blunt King sent you for sure. Let's see. We're also brought to you by Polite's
Bodega there. You know what I'm saying? I know they got some of them new wraps in. We just harassed them for some. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Polite.
Shout out Polite there for sure. You know what I mean? We see you, doll. You know what I mean? Go hook them up there if you guys need anything in between. Pack of cigarettes for your tia Lencha, whatever you need. You know what I mean? You want to go get a little fucking, something real quick there. You broke your pipe during your lunch break and you need just a little throwaway. Go hit them up. They're gonna hook you up there again. There, tell them that the Blunt King sent you for sure.
We're also brought to you by X7 Supply. Shout out to them for making our dope ass Strain Damage Waffle House t-shirts.
Yeah.
We're also brought to you by Ism,
Lotus Fightwear,
and Lotus Fightwear. The brands that make your clothing brands are clothing brands. Sorry, I choked on the blunt. Pause. But yeah, Ism. We're also brought to you by Ism as well. Make sure you guys go check them out on Instagram. Whether you need a one and done or 1,000 for your merch booth, hit up all of our sponsors if you need that apparel for fights. Hit up Lotus Fightwear if you need just random apparel like customs, like a one and done.
The ring team.
Hit up Ism and X7 Supply.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I mean? You want to get everybody matching outside of the ring, you know what I mean? You getting up in that, you know what I mean? For sure. They got you there, but
we're also brought to you by Gonzo.
Family Farms there, you know what I mean? Shout out to the whole team out there, you know what I mean? We hitting up them skull crushers there, you know what I'm saying? If you need anything from increments of 100 to 1,000, the 1,000.
It's just different.
Yo, Welcome back, episode 49, Blunt Kings Podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, Tio Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the fuck with the drunkle. Y'all already know who it is. There, we ain't playing over here, episode 49. We feeling good. We looking fine. Look at the shirts, baby.
Strain damage every day.
And this is what we do.
Yeah, shout out to our sponsors. Bisco Cheetos brand, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys go check out the Adventures of Cheeto, 21 and over. They're going to be crazy, yeah. And all the apparel that we're going to be dropping throughout the year. So make sure you guys check out for that. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief, the premier cannabis dispensary of New Mexico. Make sure you guys hit Pod 5 off. Get $5 off any purchase, any location across New Mexico. Tell them Blunt King sent you. We're also brought to you by Polites.
Bodega. You know what I'm saying? My folks over there, you know what I mean? They know that A Omega got the funky dope flavor. And over there, they got all the flavor that you need. You know what I mean? From the glass to everything in between. You know what I mean? The packs of cigarettes, them exotic, backwoods. You know what I mean? Them ATLs. Maybe you need some sweet teas. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hook you up.
All your
Irish
exclusive,
creams.
all your exclusive smoking needs for sure.
That's what it is. Oh, and they have that $20 mystery bag there.
Hey, make sure you guys go check those out. Those are great gifts, by the way. She does put together the best gift baskets and gift bags for every occasion and in between, for sure. We're also brought to you by X7 Supply, Ism, and Lotus Fightwear, the clothing brands that make your clothing brands a clothing brand, whether you're doing it for athleticism or you're doing it for streetwear or you're doing it for your own merch booth or you need a one and done at a concert. Make sure you guys hit them up. Lotus Fightwear, Ism 718, and X7 Supply for sure.
Yo, they fucking come out with the beautiful gear there, folks, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
They made us our Strain Damage Waffle House shirts. I'm super pumped with these.
Right now there. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, yo, let's hit the Waffle House right now.
Hey, they do have good waffles, honestly.
Let's go.
All right. We're also brought to you by Gonzo Family Farms, the best farm in New Mexico when it comes to producing all of the medical oils and stuff like that for chocolates, edibles.
Man, shout out to the Gonzo Family Farm.
Weedy Wonka, shout out to him.
The production team there, you know what I mean? Everybody in between, you know what I mean? Y'all hook it up there for sure, you know what I mean? Shout out to Cory's Touch there, you know what I mean? You hooked us up there. Definitely blazing on some of that sherbet cake and that strawberry guava, man, my friend.
Fizz.
You know what I mean? We got the fizz, the actual, you know what I mean? The jam between the rosin, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep you real frozen, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hooked up there for sure. You know what I mean? Really, really great. Really dope, family there. Shout out to everybody with the Skull Crushers there. If you're looking for the Skull Crushers, they're also from Gonzo Family Farms. Check out Pecos Valley. Check out also Oasis there. And check out
Rocky Mountain
Dispensary in the Fay area, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hook you up. You know what I'm saying?
That hash kicked in.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, dog.
All right, before I get
shout out Gonzo, man.
Topic number one for
Let's
the night.
do this.
Kodak Black is now an independent artist. This is one of the greatest and honestly scariest things that I've heard in the past couple weeks, A Omega. Not only is Kodak Black one of my favorite rappers of all time, right? But he's going independent and he's leaving Atlantic Records just like Oliver Tree did. Oof. And it kind of has me concerned. Like, I'm hoping that nothing happens to Kodak Black. 2026, protect Kodak Black is the motto. He's definitely an independent artist. I wonder who's going to try to sign him, though. As of June 2026, Kodak Black has announced that he is officially independent. And after completing his recording agreement with Capitol Records during a recent live stream, he said that his latest project, Kodak the Blessing, was the final release required under his contract, making him a free agent.
That, I believe, is
scary.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Because you don't have protection anymore, man. You know what I mean? And again, too, we talk about these artists going to prison and then getting out, you know what I mean? And having a lot of margin and a lot of capital there. You know what I mean? And a lot of these prison systems and these rap organizations there and these people there, they work in cahoots there. So now that they're not having any access to that extra monetary gain, they feel like they need to go against it. You know what I mean?
So
we see it time and time again, man. It's
Kodak
fucked
Black
up.
moving forward, he's going to be owning more control over his music releases and business decisions. He can distribute music through his own imprint, Sniper Gang, or partner with distributors instead of signing a traditional major label deal. He keeps the largest share of his revenue from the music, though he also takes more responsibility for marketing and promotion, which I heard on the live stream. He has no problem doing that. He said it's going to be kind of fun for him to be able to market and promote the way he wants to do it. And
That's the best part of it.
I'm kind of excited to see what happens. I
That's
guess
fun.
Young Thug is already one of the people that have inquired to sign him to YSL Records
No
already.
shit.
Yeah, he said he'll pay whatever he's asking,
Wow.
which is scary. That's why I think it's scary. Cause
That
it's
would
like,
be a crazy collab there too. But then you're getting
yeah, you can, yeah. When someone says I'll give you whatever you want, that's just like there might as well just
Damn.
say let's go make a deal with the devil together. You
Damn.
know what I'm saying? For an artist with Kodak's loyal fan base, independence could allow him to release music more frequently and have a greater creative freedom. Whether he stays fully independent or eventually enters a distribution or partnership deal remains to be seen. So let's see what happens next. Maybe he does decide to just team up with the distributor and just keep it at that, or he might decide to sign with someone like Young Thug and take it to the next level. But the next level is not always the best level. We know that.
shit, dog. What would you do?
I think I would stay independent. If I was if I was as creative as Kodak and I had such an impact as Kodak and I make dope music like Kodak, all you have to do is just take the money you have by yourself and go do the same recipe. Go connect with the same producers, buy a beat from them the right way. You know what I mean? Buy it 100% where you own 100% of
Royalties.
the royalties for it,
Yeah.
and the exclusive rights and all that. And then you can go on your merry way and make some bomb ass fucking music the way you want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because then you kind of get to see who the rapper is beneath what they told him to rap about, right? Like they're gonna be like, okay, Kodak, rap about whatever you want to rap about now. Go ahead and let's see. It might be deep because we've heard some deep ass tracks from Kodak and they're pretty sick. So imagine if he decides to go deeper or more creative or more controversial. That's gonna be what's to be seen in the future with Kodak Black.
Amen.
All right, hey Omega, you ready for topic 2?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's see. Let
Despicable.
me find the right beat for it.
Oh, come on, man.
What's our intro beat? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Cool G Rap is the Scorsese of hip hop, is what everybody's saying. The hip hop culture is saying Cool G Rap is often called one of the greatest storytellers in rap history, right? Comparing him to Martin Scorsese highlights his ability to paint vivid cinematic pictures of crime, street life, and complex characters in his songs. Do you like Cool G Rap, Ayo?
Yo, Cool G Rap is he's like a rap god.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he is.
Like I even heard fucking Nas saying fucking references like you like Cool G Rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
He's
straight
rapped
up
with
there.
Mobb Deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was
cool.
part of the infamous Mob. He's just a really good lyricist, and I really do have to commend him. And when I did see this, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this episode more of like an ode. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give the rappers that are due what they're due. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cool G Rap deserves to be called the Scorsese of hip hop, or even like a
That's a
like
title.
Wes,
That's
like a
an
Wes
honor.
Craven, or- yeah,
That's like knighting somebody or making you a sir. Like if you in fucking London, like Sir Sir Teovile,
Yeah.
Sir A Omega Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Sir
some shit
Cool
like
G
that.
Rap,
There.
you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like to when you say like you the Scorsese, that's just because that means you so smooth with that shit that like nobody can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you bring something so different and so refreshing to the fucking average palate that most motherfucking people can't even pick up on it.
And the culture is saying that the comparison fits because cinematic storytelling in songs like On the Run, Road to Riches, Ill Street Blues play out like crime films with detailed scenes and narrative
Straight
arcs.
You
Crime,
got stick in the
crime world
yeah.
realism, much like Scorsese's films such as Goodfellas and Casino. Cool G's rap's lyrics explore organized crime, ambition, betrayal, and survival. Influence his multi-syllabic rhyme scheme and storytelling heavily influence artists including Nas, Notorious B.I.G., Eminem, Jay-Z, and Raekwon. So he is definitely like the main influencer when it comes to that storytelling rap. You know what I'm saying?
That's because it was a time when all of them artists were young.
And they were bumping.
They
Cool
were
G rap.
pubescent, dog.
Yeah.
They was in their fucking, they weren't even tweens yet. They were in between all of that.
They weren't even in their ball bag yet.
They were just figuring it the fuck out. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know what I mean? You cannot disclose that these older folks like Cool G Rap and all these ones, you know, Herc, DJ Red Alert, you know what I mean? These people really influenced the fuck out of us there, folks.
So
it wouldn't be them, you know, there wouldn't be us without them, as I should say.
With that said, some fans are make different filmmaker comparisons. Some of them call him the Quentin Tarantino of rap. Or the Francis Ford Coppola of rap.
That's a good one, too. I like Coppola films. For real.
Cool G Rap is hip hop's Martin Scorsese before rap was full of cinematic crime sagas. G Rap was writing movies with a microphone. He didn't just rap about the streets, he directed them into your imagination. It's a strong analogy that keeps storytelling style and influence. Though it's ultimately an option rather than an established title, here at Blunt Kings, we definitely crown Cool G Rap the Martin Scorsese of hip hop, or the Quentin Tarantino of hip hop for sure. So,
all day.
Yeah, we just want to give you your flowers, Cool G Rap, and we want to just commend you for all the stories that you brought us over the years through hip hop. Got mad love for that shit.
Refreshing.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? For the ones that don't know, mad blessings.
All right, topic number 3, Omega. You ready?
Let's see what we got next on the board, man.
Let's see. I gotta get a good one for this.
Yo, let's check it.
All right, new Nipsey Hussle album is dropping with Bino Rideau. Rideau, right?
Yeah. He a West Coast cat there. He been riding for a while.
So it says, yes, the new posthumous collaborative album with Nipsey Hussle and Bino Rideau
Yeah.
is officially on the way. The album is titled Prolific and is scheduled for release on August 14, 2026, one day before what would have been Nipsey's 41st birthday. God, that's so sad. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle again.
41, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, dog.
He was as old as me, bro. That's what's crazy. Like, or he was a little bit older, honestly. If he's August, let's see. Yeah, he's like 3 months older than me, bro. That's crazy. According to Nipsey's estate and the marathon team, the project was recorded in sequence before Nipsey's passing in 2019, so it's not being assembled from random leftover verses. It will feature 15 tracks. The first single, Reckless, has already been released. Super dope track. The second single, Sacrifices, has also been released. Super dope track as well as part of the album rollout. This marks the
haven't heard any of this.
Full posthumous Nipsey Hussle album and is being presented as a project that reflects his original creative vision with Bino Rideau, and rather than a compilation pieced together after his death. So this is the, let's see. Oh, it says fans have waited for over 7 years for another full Nipsey project, and expectations are high that Prolific will honor his legacy while showcasing the chemistry that him and Bino had before 2019 and before the tragic passing of Nipsey Hussle. We just want to give you your flowers. Even though you're gone, Nipsey, you were definitely one of those entities in rap that opened up many people's eyes to the hustle, many people's eyes to just being a real motherfucker. And I don't know if you knew this, Ao, but he was from the bloodline of King Solomon. Yeah. That's just one of those facts. I always thought that was so interesting. He's the only rapper that's in the same bloodline as King Solomon, which is like,
that's very rare.
Yeah, it's super rare.
That's very rare in these days, man. You know what I mean? Not a lot of lineage there. You know what I mean? We so mixed in nowadays there. But, you know, we love you, Nip, out here. You know what I'm saying? I remember we gave our dues there. You know, we had to roll by and, you know what I mean? Make sure that, you know what I mean?
Pay our respects, yeah.
Yep. Had to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't afraid to roll through there. We don't know nobody there, but we still ran through there.
Hey. All right, last topic of the night, Omega. Black Thought, the pinnacle of penmanship. Top 5 dead and alive is what everybody's saying in the hip hop culture.
What?
if you know Black Thought, you know he's from the roots. He's one of the dopest MCs / lyricists that I've ever heard on a microphone.
Smash.
So I would definitely have to agree with this, and I've always agreed with this, is that Black Thought is definitely top 5 dead and alive. So if you compare him to anybody that's ever passed away, he's in that list. If you compare him to anybody that's still alive doing lyricism and MCing to this day, he's on that list as well. And we just want to give you your flowers while you're here.
I can't say any. That's a actually damn fucking good observation, folks. That's the motherfucking truth of the week right there. For real. Do it one more time, man, because that's on some real shit. Like, you know what I mean? Black Thought, living
legend,
there,
Black Thought,
living legend there, whether they're dead or alive there.
Yeah,
man,
that's tough to do. And honestly, he's definitely fought his way to the top with his lyricism and his penmanship, and all around metaphors, similes, everything in between, double entendres, triple entendres. Yeah, dude.
With the works of everybody in between, man. The features there, the music, the bands, you know what I mean? The journey with Quest, you know, the brother,
elite,
you know what I mean?
Elite multisyllabic rhyme schemes, dense vocabulary and layered metaphors, incredible breath control and live performance ability, meaning he's like one of the last remaining true MCs on the planet. Consistency for over 30 years. He has freestyle skills, highlighted by his viral 10-minute freestyle on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Many lyric-focused MCs, including Eminem, Pharoah Monch, Rakim, Nas, and Cool G Rap, who we spoke about earlier, have spoken highly of Black Thought and his abilities. Calling him the pinnacle of penmanship is an option, but it's one that many people would consider reasonable if its focus is on pure lyricism rather than commercial success. Let's see, a common lyricist top 5 might include Black Thought, Nas, Rakim, Cool G Rap, and Eminem. So he's definitely on that list and has the respect of his peers and has gained a lot of respect over the years and gave a lot of influence to the other 4 that are on this list. Let's see. Black Thought isn't just the top 5. He's the measuring stick if we're talking penmanship, technical skill, longevity, consistency. He's one of the few MCs whose name belongs in every serious GOAT conversation, dead and alive. As always, top 5 is subjective, but Black Thought has one of the strongest cases if you find lyricism and, if you're focused on that real aspect of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying?
That penmanship.
Yeah. What do you think about Black Thought, Ayo? I want to let you have the floor for
Thought is somebody that can literally, two bars write you off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This cat is fucking overrated and definitely fucking underestimated.
And I try to think of like an actual bar to recite from him, but it's like there's so many that go through my head at the same time. I'm like, I don't even know if what I'm going to say is going to rhyme or if it's
that one bar switches up between that one bar to this bar to this bar to
one
this
bar
bar
from one song or from one from
another. Like there's so much, with that he's got going on there. You know what I mean? He keeps him so refreshed. You know what I mean? He is literally a machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because his processor refreshes every fucking millionth of a second, folks, and that's the beauty of seeing somebody that really knows the art of being a lyricist.
And he keeps up with the times too.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard a verse recently
he's
from
super
him
relevant,
where he's like rhyming with his rhyme scheme, but he's doing the cadence of
also
like the new age rap, and it sounded crazy, dog. Like I was like, what the fuck? I was like, he might have just invented like a whole new rap style where he meshed both of them together and it sounded perfect,
Yeah.
But yeah,
like beatboxing or spitting at the same time, or it's like something like crazy, but like you know what I mean? But like something like more.
To be able to do both,
you have to show me. You have to show me that song. Man.
Yeah, we'll go through it. I'll show you those 2 Nipsey songs too, for sure.
Yeah, that's
they're
what
really
we need
good
to get
songs.
into.
But yeah, no, that's the show for tonight, A Omega.
Yo.
Don't forget, we're brought to you by Bisco Cheetos brand, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys check out for the adventures at Cheeto, 21 and over. They're coming soon. Pause. And make sure you guys check out for the apparel that we're going to be dropping with Bisco Cheetos over the next year or so. And also, we're brought to you by High Desert Relief, the most premier dispensary in New Mexico. Make sure you guys hit Pod 5 off at the dispensary checkout so you guys can get $5 off any purchase, any location in New Mexico.
Town Blunt King sent ya.
Hey, we're also brought to you by Polites.
Bodega there, you know what I'm saying? If you needed some kind of those blunt wraps there, my friend, you know what I mean? Tell them that Omega and Val sent ya. You know, if you need a pipe, a glass, maybe a pack of cigarettes for your auntie, you know, Tia Lencha, we got you. Just mention that Tio Val and A Omega sent ya.
Hey.
And also they were also sponsored by
X7 Supply. Ism 718.
And we're also brought to you by Lotus Fight Gear.
Like fight wear, yeah. And make sure you guys check them out on Instagram. If you guys need some active wear or some concert wear or some street wear, make sure you guys hit them up.
These folks are doing amazing.
Those are our apparel sponsors, dog. They're doing super amazing. All the shirts that we've been getting from them are super dope, super comfy. And we can't appreciate you guys anymore.
Yo, shout out to all my apparel fam. We love y'all.
We're also brought to you by Gonzo Family Farms.
Oh, man, the craziest production team across New Mexico there, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for edibles, drinkables there, you know what I mean?
Popsicles.
You know, popsicles, the kushsicles there for sure. Increments of 100 there to $1,000 there, you know what I mean? Pending if you're medical there. We want to give a shout out to Cody's Touch there, you know what I mean? Right now, we're on that fizz there for
rosin
sure.
and the gem were amazing. Thank you so much.
We got that sherbet cake there and that strawberry guava. You know what I'm saying? We're hooking it up right now, man. We're going to get down. We're about to holla. You know what I mean? Shout out to Loyalty Farms and Mora there for hooking up the resin for the skull crushers there. You know what I mean? And we're just getting it in. You know what I mean? Gonzo Family Farms. Shout out Weedy Wonka. Shout out the premier chocolatier in Nuevo Mexico. And we about to go and dabble in some of this for ourselves, folks.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Episode 49, Blunt Kings Podcast.
Man. We feeling fine, yo.
Let me make sure it's 40. Oh, yeah, it is 49.
49, we feeling fine,
We're
baby.
almost to 100 episodes. I couldn't be so more happy. More so happy. I don't know what the vernacular is. You know, I'm really stoned right now.
Feeling good.
I ate a 350 milligram white chocolate that had a little temple ball of hash in the middle. I threw that shit on the coffee that AO brought me today. I am feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I got to edit this shit, post this shit, and make sure you guys see it tomorrow morning or right. You guys are going to see it right now. You guys have a great night. Episode 49, Blunt Kings Podcast. I'm your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Valls, my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, man. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to see you next episode, man. Episode 50. We're going to keep it grizzy.